Today, I bring you a special topic, so let's get started. People who are now 20 years old have the most powerful weapon at this stage of life, which is their time and energy. When they actually start to live their lives, they have this special ability, which drives them to do even the most impossible things. Some of them are already making a huge amount of money and working on startups, whereas many of them have already paid their educational loans. If you are also at this stage of your life, you may feel that you're invincible, but you need to start making changes. Mistakes can be made, as we are only human, but some mistakes can cost you a lot more. Those people who have faced a lot of problems at a young age might tell you that it's not an easy job. They will tell you to learn from the mistakes. But as we know, it is impossible not to make mistakes when it comes to money. Those mistakes can cause a lot of problems for you. So it's better to be fully informed and gain all the necessary knowledge when it comes to the subject of money. Try to study what mistakes young people make. Nowadays, we gathered some of them for you to take a look at and how to avoid them. Stay with us till the end. Number 1. Never thinking about budgeting. Many people in their 20s just think about having money at hand and something just to go by another day, which may include partying or spending time with their friends and paying the rent on time. But as these people become more mature, they understand the value of hard-earned money. They come to realize the fact that they must be ready for any hardships coming their way at any time. And they start to think about their long-term goals and where they are spending most of their money. Try to do it subconsciously at first. If it still doesn't work, then you need to make a budget as soon as possible. How to avoid this situation? The only solution to this problem is to make a budget which contains both your income and the things which you spend most on. The expenses you have must be covered by your income. This includes both your social expenses as well as your daily expenses. Design your budget in such a way that makes you focus more on the essential stuff rather than the things which you don't need. 2. Not having any idea about financial goals. Our main financial system is basically based on our savings. Our savings can decide both long-term as well as short-term goals. Our dreams are also the byproducts of our savings, because money is the only tool which can help us make these dreams become reality. For short-term goals, we need to have some savings or any sort of emergency, or we could make a retirement fund. Decide for yourself whatever your aspirations are, but you need to start taking action. How to avoid this situation? The only way to deal with this situation is to make a realistic strategy for achieving your financial goals. If you have any money which you're about to use to throw a party or take a vacation at this time, just stop for a moment and think about your goals. First, you can always throw a party or go on vacation, but your priority right now should be your goals. Always try to be consistent and disciplined towards your goals. 3. Financially dependent on parents. Many relationships have fallen apart due to financial reasons, including those with parents and children. This approach of living day by day with paycheck to paycheck is not only dangerous, but also foolish. However, you are lucky if you have parents who are always there whenever things go wrong. But as a part of growing up, you need to deal with everything yourself, including your financial problems. You can't just depend on your parents to bail you out for whatever decision you've taken on for yourself. You need to face the consequences alone. You may be able to save your precious relationship when you have financial stability. As a young adult, you need to make such decisions for yourself, which can make you financially free. How to avoid this situation? Stop depending on others to be there whenever things go wrong. Become a one-man army. Start doing your own dishes. Prepare your own meals. Learn all those financial skills which are required to make yourself financially independent. Make a budget plan. Pay your own bills. Number 4. Not paying back college loans. One of the biggest mistakes that many young adults nowadays make is that they don't pay off their college and tuition loans. This can have a very negative impact on a person's credit report, making it very difficult for them to get the best interest rates in the future. So the best thing to do is to figure out a way to pay your college loan as soon as possible. How to avoid this situation? The smartest thing to do would be to figure out ways to pay off your loan while you're still in college. Start off by making small payments, and once your budget allows it, then start making higher payments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button and press the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Number 5, having credit card debt. Debts can be different. A maxed out credit card can be a huge burden because they will have a very high interest rate. That is a very good reason why many credit card issuers target young adults. How to avoid this situation? A good one way to avoid this problem is to use cash mostly and be conscious of your credit card use. 6. Your expenditures exceed your income. When it comes to spending money on different expensive things such as branded clothes or a vacation which you really like, it's very easy to go off your limits and spend too much. So high interest options such as that credit card comes into play again. How to avoid this situation? The best way to stay out of debt is to spend according to your salary or your savings. Also try to keep new purchases to a minimum. 7. Never thinking of saving. Many young people nowadays don't even consider saving as a healthy habit in their day-to-day lives. But the truth is you can't survive without a savings fund. You have to start as early as possible. If you want to be financially free, you must learn all the investment skills in order to save better in any situation. How to avoid this situation? Start an emergency fund as soon as possible. Use the money you get from your salary or your business. Start to put in a small amount. Number 8, not starting a retirement fund. All those young adults are just wasting their lives if they don't have a retirement fund yet. Yes, you're young and energetic, but let's face it, you're going to be old someday and might not be able to perform as well as you do now. If you start early, you can have a lot of money in your retirement fund before you retire. How to avoid this situation? You should put a decent percentage of your earnings to your retirement account. And the sooner you start, the better your chances are of saving more money. Also use any money you get as a bonus from your job, as well as matching funds. 9. Not having insurance. Usually young people nowadays think they are in no need of insurance. But this is not a healthy mindset. Being young does not make you invincible. So it's better to have a fund rather than facing a debt due to some disease or some sort of accident. How to avoid this situation? Try to make an insurance plan as soon as possible, which can get you covered when you face any difficult situation, such as the ones already mentioned. And number 10, living in an expensive city. Most young adults want to live in lavish cities nowadays, and who could blame them? Every city has something different to offer. It may be different venues, resorts, beaches, or cultural events. But all this comes with a price. Most of these cities require you to be very rich in order to afford such a lifestyle. How to avoid this situation? Try to research a place thoroughly before making any decision. Make a list of all the financial pros and cons. These are all the tips required to help you master all your financial skills and avoid all the mistakes that an average 20-year-old would make. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe.